An anonymous widow lives alone with her main child, selling restorative spices in a modest community in southern South Korea while leading unlicensed needle therapy medicines for the town's ladies as an afterthought. Her child, Yoon Do-jun, is modest, yet inclined to going after anybody who ridicules his scholarly incapacity. She idolizes him and reprimands him for spending time with Jin-tae, a neighborhood hooligan. When Do-jun is almost hit by a vehicle, he and Jin-tae vandalize the vehicle and assault the driver and travelers as retribution. Jin-tae faults cause Jun for the harm done to the vehicle, and Do-jun is sued. His mom battles with the weight of the obligation. Coming back from a bar late around evening time, Do-jun sees a secondary school young lady named Moona Young strolling alone and follows her to an unwanted structure. The following morning, she is found dead on the housetop, stunning the town and forcing the uncouth police to track down the executioner. Just incidental proof spots Do-jun close to the location of the crime, yet the police capture the kid at any rate. He is fooled into marking an admission and countenances a long jail sentence. His mom, trusting him honest, attempts to demonstrate he isn't the killer. Be that as it may, she is fruitless, as the attorney she enlists is egotistical and pointless, and the local area consistently faults Do-jun for the wrongdoing. The mother suspects Jin-tae of carrying out the homicide and breaks into his home to search for proof. She takes a golf club, which she accepts has blood on it, yet when she gives it to the police and Jin-tae is stood up to about it, obviously the blood is simply spread lipstick. Notwithstanding her allegation, Jin-tae consents to assist the mother with settling the case, for an expense. The mother fires her attorney and questions individuals around about Young. They tell her the young lady was physically wanton and in a relationship with a kid known as Jong Buddy, who had gotten away from a sanatorium. Do-jun assaults another detainee who refers to him as Hinder. On one of his mom's jail visits, Do-jun reviews a memory of her endeavor to kill him and afterward herself when he was 5 by binding their beverages with a pesticide. She attempts to apologize, saying she needed to free them both from difficulty. She offers to eliminate his aggravation by utilizing her remarkable information on a needle therapy point that deletes terrible recollections. However, he tells her he at absolutely no point ever needs to see her in the future. The mother gains from a camera shop laborer that Young had regular nosebleeds and had pictures on her cell phone that she needed to have printed. Young's companion is gone after by 2 young fellows who are searching for the telephone, yet the mother saves her and afterward pays Jin-tae to cross-examine the men, who guarantee that Young acknowledged rice in return for sex, and was nicknamed the Rice Cake Young Lady. They say she utilized her telephone to furtively take photos of her accomplices, subsequently making it a likely instrument for coercing. The mother finds the telephone, which is concealed at Young's grandma's home. Do-jun saw an older man in the neglected structure the evening of Young's passing and distinguishes him in one of the photos on Young's telephone. The mother perceives the man as a garbage gatherer she once purchased an umbrella from and goes to his home to figure out what he saw, on the misrepresentation of offering him good cause clinical benefits. The garbage authority uncovers that he has been pained since he saw Do-jun kill Young. He saw the two have a short discussion, during which Young called Do-jun impede, and Do-jun then tossed a huge stone into the shadows in which Young was standing, hitting her in the head and coincidentally killing her. Do-jun then hauled her to the roof. The mother can't acknowledge reality. She wildly tells the garbage authority that he is off base and the case will be resumed and Do-jun will be delivered, which prompts him to get the telephone to at long last report what he had seen to the police. Dreading for her child, the mother cudgels the garbage gatherer with a wrench and burns down his home. Afterward, the police let the mother know that they have viewed as the genuine executioner, Jong Buddy, who is being assumed liable after Young's blood was tracked down on his shirt. The police accepted arrived during the homicide, however the mother knows Jong Buddy's story, that the blood is the after effect of Young's nose draining during consensual sex, is valid. Feeling remorseful, she visits Jung Buddy, who is considerably more mentally incapacitated than her child, and sobs for him when she hears he doesn't have a mother to battle for him, realizing he will imprison for a wrongdoing he didn't carry out. Doo-jun is liberated from jail and Jin-tae gets him. They pass the garbage authorities' torched house returning and stop to look over the rubble. During supper, Doo-jun dreams to his mom that Jung Buddy likely hauled Ah-young up to the rooftop so somebody would see she was harmed and help her. As the mother is going to leave from a bus stop on a thank you guardian's visit, Doo-jun returns her needle therapy unit, which he found in the remaining parts of the garbage gatherer's home, and advises her to be more cautious. She sorrowfully leaves, bumped by his disclosure. On the transport, she sits in shock prior to setting one of the needle therapy needles in the point that eradicates awful recollections. She stands up and hits the dance floor with different travelers.